Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to the last Skater of the month.
Yes, welcome, guys.
Welcome. Ring, 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 ring.
Welcome. And by last skater of the month, just to explain last skater of the month, this is technically our very last ever skater of the month, but not because we are not having monthly meetings anymore. We will continue to do that. We're just going into town hall meetings. So this is the last skater of the month. And then next January, which I don't have the date on me, but do whatever that January is, we will be having our first town hall of the month. Which is very exciting. It's going to be similar in the sense that you guys will get together, we'll meet, we'll go over announcements, we'll go over upcoming events, but it's going to be more of a town hall style where you guys can actually participate more. You can, if there's a team, so let's say a farm team wants to talk about something, driver could get up and talk about farm team. If there's Abby wants to talk about content team, something happening. If Panda would like to just say, hey, everybody, I would like to play this game and I'd like more people to play it with me, Panda could do that. So you guys can it's going to be a little bit different style where it's more open. You guys will all get a chance to take part and to talk about things. It also gives us more ability to make small changes throughout the year versus waiting for one big meeting like we did this past year. Where, if there's any concerns or anything, you guys can bring those up a lot sooner. We can kind of tackle things, tackle ideas, all that kind of stuff. So similar to what we're currently doing, but just a different style. Also, the Spawn team has been working very hard on new setup, new designs for the Skater of the Month building, because after today, it will be closed for renovations and we will reopen it in January at our first meeting. And we're going to a different style. So something just a little more open, a little bit more where you guys all have like I said, more of a town hall setting where you all have the ability to chime in and stuff. It won't be focused on one person standing in the middle kind of thing. And then, of course, like the little Valkyrie area will be different. It won't be like this. The old Skater of the Month areas will stay. So the 2023 hall down there will be complete, and that will be there. Skateblade, everything else stays the same. It's just we're changing this building. So, yep. So I wanted to say that, and yeah. So give me just 1 second. Sorry, my Evan or Nen, you guys might have to do some of this talking because my vision is kind of messed up at the moment. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't even find where I was at. Okay, all right. So I want to I think the way to start this one with the best thing to do would be to actually do our Skater of the Month first. And we'll kind of like say, farewell to this program that we had. Skater of the Month was something that we had kind of brought from another place we were at that we had, it was something that was important to us to kind of honor one person. But in our meeting that we had where we got your guys' collective feedback on things, a lot of people were like, yeah, we're kind of over it being all about just one person, especially being that's only 12 skaters a year, and opted for more of the Kudos, which we're calling it Kudos, where you can kind of just let us know how things are going. Let us know how you're, like if let's say, oh, Ben X did something amazing, and I just want everyone to know, you can let us know that. Then other nice thing about these is that you don't have to wait until we post it 1 week before, or in some cases 4 or 5 days before. This is something that will stay up all the time, and you're able to, when you see something happen or someone was nice to you or you saw someone help someone out, throw it in the Kudos form. And then that way, throughout the month, we just kind of collect them and then we'll read them at the town hall meeting. So anyway, so that's how the Kudos will work. We do have some Kudos to read today for you guys. Like we mentioned, I think at the last Skater of the Month, we are trying to incorporate it this month so that you can kind of see how the new system will work while still doing the old system. And then, of course, next month we'll go straight into the old system or to the new system. So anyways, so Evan, actually, I'll do Skater of the Month, but do you mind reading the Kudos when we get there? Do you have the link and all that pulled up?
Yes, just one second.
Oh, no, you're fine because I'm going to do Skater of the Month first. I just not going to be able to read it. So all right, so for Skater of the Month, this one I'm very, very excited about. I know I say that every single month, but I really like it when you guys vote for skaters that, haven't already had Skater of the Month, or that just, we have those skaters, and I feel like this is a bulk of you guys that just constantly all do good things. You're always just very sweet. You're very kind. You're very helpful. And sometimes those skaters kind of tend to get overlooked at times due to the fact that that we might have someone that somebody ran an event and it was really fun, and that's what people remember when they vote. So sometimes we do get these ones where it's like, hey, this person's just constantly great, and I feel like that was one of these. And this skater has been with us since the first day of Skade. They came with us from the old server. They are on a few teams. They're all over the channels. They're very chatty. We love to talk to them. And that skater is, drumroll guys, Magic. And Magic, unfortunately, is not here today. Magic isn't here today. So unfortunately, Magic, as you guys know, because Magic let us know multiple times over the week, they couldn't be here today because it's their nephew's first birthday today. They're very excited, having a bouncy castle. We've gotten to hear the whole thing. They're very excited. So unfortunately, Magic could not be here today, but Magic did win Skater of the Month. This is the first time that Magic has won Skater of the Month, so very, very exciting. I think it's such a great way to end the program on someone that, again, is just constantly great, has always been there. But, again, without that big standout kind of thing that they did this one amazing thing, a lot of you guys just tend to not get chosen. So this made me very happy. So congratulations, Magic, when you watch us back on Dusty's video. Yeah, congrats. Very well deserved. I'm very, very proud of you. Very excited for this. So Magic, and I also have your map art and everything. Just remind me. In fact, I'll just put it right in your inventory. So we'll get a picture. So once Magic is on later today, I'll get with Jake. We'll get a picture, and we'll get Magic. So yay. So very exciting. Did you get it, Evan? Did you end up getting it?
I did get it, but I can't access the responses. I don't have perms.
It's under your Skate email, by the way. Or it's whatever the one that...
I know.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I think I can do this. Yeah. My vision's slowly coming back. So, all right. So we have 1 second. There it is. Okay. So that is Skater of the Month. So our final Skater of the Month. We'll get all that put into the area. We'll get some pictures taken before it gets closed down. But to kind of go on with this is Kudos, and Kudos again is this new system where. And some of you guys have already had an opportunity to do this. You've already submitted some. But it's just, again, it's a great way to right then and there say, hey, actually, that was really cool. You did that. Thank you. And just kind of give that person a little bit of attention. I think we all enjoy being told we did something kind or nice. It makes us feel good. I can say that with all honesty. When I get told things like that, it does. It makes me feel good. And when that happens, you tend to want to make somebody else feel good. It's kind of a natural thing. And so we're kind of hoping with this new system that we get some involvement like that. We get you guys really complimenting each other. So, all right. So I'm going to read a couple of these really quick. And let's see. The first one that we have is, it is Ragnar, and he gave one to Telly. And he said, Telly is just being a very good friend. And you know what? I love that. It's simple, but it's true. If you guys know Telly, Telly's a good friend to a lot of people here. Telly's a lot more quieter, as you guys know. But Telly is always right there to help someone, to encourage someone, and to be a friend to someone. And it's kind of cool that, am I not supposed to say that? I apologize. No, wait. Oh, no, it says okay. It says it's okay to share. There's a button that says you can share. By the way, if you don't want it shared who it is, don't worry. There is a selection you can put that says, no, please do not share the details of the Kudos. So just so you know, you can, it's an option, just so you know. Let's see. It's okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, whoops. Okay. Then yeah, I'm sorry. Ragnar did not share that. No, we're striking that from the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Ragnar would be okay with it. But anyways, yeah, this is kind of how the Kudos system works. So Telly, congrats on that. Let's see, for the next one is, I want to make sure I don't have this incorrect. Oh, Mr. Avi Mage. So Avi, you got a Kudo, and it says, while they're not the most active on Skade, they have put so much effort in the comics and the newsletter, and I always appreciate people who make art, especially when it is so good and cute. Lil Skade and Skade Chan look so good. So, did I do this backwards?
Yeah, that was me submitting one for L.
I'm sorry. Again, new system. I'm so sorry. I think I mentioned this right before it started. I'm in the midst of like an aura migraine. Like my vision is literally clouded with like rainbows right now. I apologize. I promise we will not butcher this going forward. I'm so sorry. If anything, this is just so me. Okay, Abby, that was a very fantastic thing you said about Elle. Again, next time I won't say the names. So Elle has done an amazing job. I did edit your comment just to skosh, as you saw. But with wording, but yeah, so Abby is very appreciative because they do make very, very good art, and it's so nice to see that come to life in our social stuff. So thank you, Abby. Okay, I swear for this next one, I will get this right. All right, so okay, I know that's that name. Okay, Jake. Yes, that's correct. Evan, we're just gonna quiet. Okay, so Jake, you received one. I will not be telling you who it's from. But Jake, yours says that they did a super amazing job on the website, and they have done many amazing things for the Advent and the video shorts. So Jake, yes, thank you. And the person, which I will not read this one on who said it, but Jake, I second that, and I know everyone here thirds and fourths and hundreds that. Like, you've done a fantastic job. The videos, the Advent videos, the website, everything that you touch is golden, and we do appreciate it. So I'm really glad someone did that. And here we go. We're gonna do one more. This one is for Driver. Okay, Driver. I'm not saying who it was that sent this in. Driver, fantastic help recently with birthday team and other related stuff. Just an all-around pleasure to work with and be in a call with. So yes, so Driver, thank you. So yes. All right, you guys, you can kind of see how the kudos are going to work. We're really thankful some of you guys did send some in for this month just to kind of show how this works. Thank you, very random person. Thank you, random person. So you guys get an idea of how it works. So it's going to be similar with Skater of the Month, only we're not giving an award to just one particular person. We're just kind of, sharing with everyone about all the great things that we have seen. So if you see stuff over the month, please put it in there. I think we're going to actually end up pinning the kudos form. I think we're going to later today. Right now it's in Skate Talk, but I think we're going to move it into announcements and get that pinned so that it's very easy for you guys to find. All right. Yep. Oh, and there you go. Thank you, Jake. Yep. So there you go. We've got the kudos. We've got all that there. So, all right. So, that is my area. I finished. I'm then. So I think next, Nin, if you'd like to talk, the second thing on the list, I'm going to do that very last, Nin. The other thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just put that.
Would you just like me to move on to the next point?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to end with events and then that very last thing. I just waiting for my vision to come back.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So for this next part, we have an exciting addition to Midgard. That came from the big server meeting that we had. It is actually the addition of a few /warps. If you do /warp, you'll see that there are 5 warps. 2 of these are the same as the others. They're just shortened versions. That way they are quicker to type. Kind of like how MC Parks does, like /warp ICC for Incredicoaster instead of typing that all out. You should have permissions to see everything. Strange.
Yeah, I actually tried it. It didn't work. I got the same thing Jake's talking about.
Okay. Well, it will be effective today. We'll make sure you guys have this effective today. We'll probably grab one of you guys later to help test it.
Yep. Currently the 3 warps are, 1 warp goes to the town hall. One of the warps goes to the portal lobby area, which is just like the area with all of the portals.
That's what it looks like. Yep.
And then the last one goes to... Yeah, the last one goes to the mall. So these will be kind of quick access such spawns. You should, in theory, have the same teleport timer as such spawns. But even if they don't, they will have the same hour cooldown on them.
Nice.
If you want to give it a quick test out, you can do /warp th or /warp town hall, and I believe you should be able to see those now. Yep, Renaf was able to do that.
Also try a warp PL will take you to the portal lobby as well, and that's another shortcut.
Yeah, so but don't test that one yet, or we'll have to bring you back.
Oh no.
Yep. And this is all in direct response from the meeting that we had. This goes off of the feedback that you guys gave us of what you would like to see with Midgard, and one of those was a few warps, just helping. We were going back between set homes, warps, things like that, and a majority of the players asked for more like a warp. So yeah, very exciting. Yeah, so hopefully this just helps a little bit. We're not trying to really change the survival side of the game. We know a lot of you feel very strongly about that. But there's things, portal rooms is great for things like birthday party, right? You've already used your last spawn, you can't get back, but we have a birthday party to get through. This just kind of helps out, also having to cut down on asking us for, rides and stuff like that. So what is portal obby? I don't even know. That's probably something I did a long time ago.
I said portal lobby was the area under the
it's
boat.
Lobby. It's not obby. I'm sorry. I read it too. Oh, lobby. See, I did that too, and so did obby. It's funny. All right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Nin. Anything else about the warps?
Yeah, so joking, but yeah, we have a warp right to Hobby's portal room, so
just takes you right to Obby.
Get quick access to go there. Yeah.
Obby, you're feeding everybody, right?
In the future, we will plan to have a few extra warps added on, but currently these 3 are just the main that we have.
Mm-hmm. This is the beginning. We've got some ideas too, even ways like for very specific ones, like if we're running something for a week or something that would take you there quicker. So, yep, we're open to this. We're looking at all of it.
Yep.
All right.
Right. The next part is we have a few sneak peeks for you for Asgard planets.
Yay!
Keep in mind that these are very work in progress images. It took me a while to even get to the point where I could take these screenshots. I posted these in voice chat 1. With those screenshots, you can see that the planets will be selectable via the catalog. And yeah, notice there's no Pluto. Yeah. But yes, so these Rocketeers, you need the highest level, tier 4, to get to. On the top right image, I'm on Jupiter in a rover. And keep in mind, very test Jupiter. It's got only like 2 biomes with very minimal surface details and everything. And on the bottom, I believe, is Neptune. Again, with very minimal details, very basic generator and everything. And my plan is to get those planet generation completely overhauled to be kind of on par with the other planet generation if you have tested out the mod pack. Other things Asgard related, we have been working hard on the data packs, and I can confidently say that I believe like 2 are fully complete. One of them is getting closer to complete, and then the last one that's still very work in progress is the Ad Astra planets, which is the sneak peeks that I'm showing you.
Ooh.
And keep in mind with the Ad Astra planets is that these are completely custom worlds, dimensions kind of thing, and we're aiming to have each one be kind of useful in the sense that, like, maybe the Jupiter one will be create focused and we'll have a bunch of create ores with a mix of a little bit of vanilla ores and stuff, but it's going to focus on that kind of thing. Or like Neptune or Saturn could be like, tech reborn / modern industrialization related.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah. The data packs that are fully finished right now are the automobility slopes, which basically just allows us to be able to craft automobility slopes. And it also has a slight tweak to them where you can put the steep slopes in with the crafting table and get the slightly steep slopes and craft them backwards and so on. And then the other data pack that's completely finished right now is the craftable capes, which basically makes all of the capes craftable.
Ooh.
Okay. I believe that's basically it for updates on Asgard.
Kudos to Nin and BB for all the work they've done in Asgard. You peeps are making amazing story. That's true. And Evan and I can both sit back and tell you that is 100% Obby. We are sitting here in awe watching them work. We know our limits and we've had to remove ourselves from it. But we're watching them and not getting in their way or stalling them, and they're doing a great job. So yes.
I was gonna say, I think if I had to guess, also that there's probably around 20 server-side mods that have been added to either improve the experience, such as like giving small, fun utilities, or like mods that help the server performance and everything. So we're hoping to have Asgard be a very smooth experience, and ideally not have it lag and stuff when it first opens. I think we're going to look into preloading some of the chunks before it opens too.
Yeah, I think we can talk about that. Which will help.
Yeah, I think we're aiming...
Harder on our end, but better for you guys.
We're aiming for ideally January. Now keep in mind most of this depends on the Ad Astra planets, but as you can see, I already have work in progress versions of those. So yeah. And don't forget to do the spawn vote. That one's a current vote that's going out right now. And it will basically be the deciding vote for what Asgard spawn biome will be and what item, like what buildings and stuff will be at spawn. It's in Asgard News, so make sure to go and check that out, please.
Yes, please vote. And that I'm talking to myself too. I need to still do that. So yeah. Okay. Good. Anything else with Asgard?
I believe that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, one other. I'm gonna real quickly, if you don't mind, Evan. I'm gonna switch things around just a skush. I'm gonna do the event reminders and stuff really quick, and so just to kind of go over what we're looking at for this month. I mentioned at the last Skader of the month that December was really busy. I did not lie. It's very busy. This month already, we've had the tree decorating party. We have today is the Christmas drive-in, so we will, or one of the Christmas movies for drive-in. So we have that going on today. Next Saturday is the Midgard Christmas party. If you guys haven't seen the announcements about that, go look in the event news. Riley's been doing a really good job keeping you guys up to date on that and how it's looking. In fact, Nen, are you able to grab that picture she posted? That she worked really hard on that. She did a really good job on it.
Yes,
if you can, put that in voice chat one really quick so everyone can see it. So we have that is next Saturday. We also have the ugly sweater contest, which your guys this has been probably my favorite round of contests when it comes to this because the you guys have done such a great job. I was looking at it this morning going, I have no idea how this is even going to turn out because we have so many really great artists and some like myself that are not artists that just try their hardest, But you guys have some really, really great stuff going. And so that closes, I think is today the deadline for that one?
I think it's technically already passed for the deadline.
Was it? Yeah, or I think it was said the 16th. So I think we're good for. I think that's it. So if you haven't submitted it, submit it like literally right now. Otherwise, you probably won't get it on it. So. We had also the yearbook stuff. You guys did that. You completed your pictures and stuff. So thank you for that. It's just been really busy. We've had a lot going on. Then after Christmas, we have on the 30th is the New Year's party where we say goodbye to this year. Goodbye. So we have that coming up. In between then, we just have a lot of things going. Our What Are We Playing sessions for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all open right now because Rec at Wednesday is on hold until the new year. So if you guys have suggestions, please make sure you're putting them in there. We're also going to, and we talked about this at our Valkyrie meeting yesterday, we're definitely going to start doing more evenings. Abby and our Americans that like to hang out too. We're going to be getting those going. We apologies from literally every single Valkyrie on that. It's been hard with our schedules, and as you guys know, I've been pretty sick, and we just had a lot going on. So we're hopefully going to get those starting, and probably we said the next 2 weeks are kind of busy due to Christmas and traveling and all kinds of stuff. But just know our evening play sessions are going to get more active starting in January. So we're trying. And I think that's kind of it as far as the schedule goes. Like I said, we just kind of have a lot this month. Basically every weekend is busy with something. So we've got that. Yeah. And let me see what else. Oh, and then the only other thing I was going to talk about is one of the things that we had said in our big meeting we wanted to look at revamping was the rules. And then did you do that thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect. So as far as the rules go, the only thing we really changed is per request of basically a lot of you guys. We did remove the no DM rule, and we did talk about it at that meeting, but just to talk about it a little bit today. As far as removing the no DM rule, be responsible. You guys are here. You're old enough to be here. You're more responsible. We're picky about, as you guys know, we're very picky about who we let in. But be responsible. If you're going to message someone that you've never messaged, ask first. Just ask them because not a lot of skaters enjoy getting random DMs from people they don't know. We also want to really emphasize safety. We do applications on you guys. We feel comfortable with everyone that's here, but at the same time, not everyone is always going to have the best intentions on things. And this is where you just have to really practice internet safety. If you don't feel comfortable talking to someone, don't talk to them. Just don't accept the DM or just say, I'm sorry, I don't DM. Nobody here will ever take offense to that. The reason that we did remove the rule was, like we said, it was feedback. A lot of you guys were doing it anyway. And instead of breaking rules left and right, it's more, let's just be more responsible on how we do this. We did opt to not do the role for it because we felt the role it's hard to explain why we didn't go with the role on that. It's not that we didn't feel having a role saying, yes, I take DMs or no, I don't isn't a good idea. We think those things are fine. We have so many roles, though, on Skate, as some of you know, who have like 50 of them. It can be very difficult to see what someone has and doesn't have. And we wouldn't want someone to say, hey, my role said not to do that and you did it anyway, when someone just literally didn't see it. We feel at this point it's best to just practice safety and just only message those that you feel comfortable with. And you guys all do that anyway. This is a very good group. We've never had issues. We've not over here. We've seen issues somewhere else, but we've never had issues here with it. And again, we as Valkyries, we do go out of our way to make sure that everyone, is as safe as can be. As you guys see, we've got a few new people that are here. And now that our website is up and running well, and we have a new application system, we're going to start getting more skaters. We're going to start approving applications again, things like that. But just know we're doing the best that we can as far as making sure everyone here is safe and a good person. But at the thank you, Jake. But at the same time, as you guys know, people lie on applications, things like that. And so just please practice safety. If there's someone you're not familiar with, maybe just choose to not talk at first and see what their intentions are, things like that. Also, yes, our website is open. If you guys didn't see it, it's fantastic. We do have some things we're still fine tuning with it. The wiki is coming. The wiki was there, and then the wiki what was holding us up. And so as we just figure out exactly what we're doing with it, and we opted to hold off on the wiki, get the website out, and then work on the wiki behind scenes. So I can imagine Jake. So Jake is the one that has been heading this project. In fact, this project was Jake's. So again, I know we've said it a few times, but thank you, Jake. Really appreciate all your hard work on this, all the time you put into it. A lot of time went into this. Okay, thanks, man. And so, thank you, Jake. We really appreciate anything you guys do for Skade, just out of the goodness of your heart. It means so much to us as Valkyries. Like, literally can't put into words how much it means to us. And Jake has gone above and beyond. So thank you for that, Jake. And by the way, we're going to get a social media something out soon about it. So keep your eye on that. So the website. So share it with your friends, share it with your family, show them, guys. We have this website, and if they want to apply anything like that, it's a great way to have it. We're also soon going to have it where things like our notes are in it, so you can vote, you can do kudos, you can if it's your birthday and birthday team, we might send you a link to that instead now, so that you can do it straight from the website. So we're going to be getting our website a lot more integrated. The wiki will be there soon. We've got a lot of things that we're adding to it. We just wanted to get it out and get it going, and now we'll be adding as we go. So yeah. All right. So Evan, are you ready to do your part?
Yes.
Okay.
So, as you guys know, per the feedback, we're kind of, at the moment, you'll notice we haven't really got any haul quests going on at the minute. And that hasn't been forgotten about. We are trying to, and I'm trying to refine the system and make it as fair as possible, because I think the number one, complaint, or not even complaint, but the number one thing that was always pointed out regarding haul points was that it was always a bit unfair. There was always one team that had more members. And I think that it's very hard to find that balance. So at the moment, it's still a work in progress. My aim is to have it out for 2024. So January 2024, there will be new haul quests. And I'm going to make sure that we have a system where the points are as fair as possible. So there's no imbalance. There's nobody who has an advantage or nobody who has a disadvantage. And I have several ideas, and we've been discussing it very extensively in Valkyrie. So I feel confident that in January we will have it figured out, and you guys will be seeing new haul quests. So they haven't been forgotten about. They're just still a work in progress. We want to give as the best quality, as humanly possible, and that just means taking some time with it. So.
And I'm sorry, and I apologize if I just missed you saying this. Did you bring up how we're going a more of an individual route?
Right. Yes. Thank you. Sorry. So the idea that we're kind of looking at right now, and we're going to kind of develop, is we want to make it more individualized. So we actually, in a way, kind of want to take away the haul element from it. So it will no longer be about which haul has the most members or which haul has the most active. There'll be none of that. It'll be purely an individual thing. So the plan is to, when we make the haul quest, it's to make it so that they're your own thing. You are doing the quest. You're not letting your haul down if you don't do them. You aren't, putting your haul ahead by 1,000 points if you're the most active. It's all your own thing. Mm-hmm. So the main thing we're figuring out is the rewards you'll get for it, kind of the incentive for it, as well as also how that'll affect things like breaking competitions. And I think and we've got kind of a good idea on how we're going to kind of address that. So yeah,
I'm very excited for this. I'm really excited. I like individual competitions more than teams. So for me, this is right up my alley.
It definitely is, because you'll always have a place for team stuff, but I think that making it so you give points to the different halls, I think there was just always, exactly. There's always going to be teams, but it'll be less about the kind of the whole element for quests and stuff, and I think that's a really important thing. So yeah, stay tuned. It is coming.
Yeah, so very, very exciting. So thank you, Evan. Very excited. Evan will be the one that will be taking this part over. So if you guys do have questions about stuff like that, you can definitely direct them at Evan. Just throw him right in his head. Just bang him across the head on him.
Yeah.
He's used to it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything else that we are forgetting? Don't think so. So yeah, so guys, this is it. Last Skater of the month. Next month will become our first town hall meeting, the first Skade town hall meeting. I'm very excited for the new little venue that we'll have. I'm not a big change person, but I do get excited when I know something is going to happen, and I know that we are about to. I know we're about to have a new building, and I know all this positive change is happening, and it's very exciting for me. So yeah. Somehow some are people that did yeah, and I think Jake, that was a big part of it is it was very unbalanced at times, and there's just not a lot we tried to fix it along the way, but that's just hard. So I'm very excited about more of the individual points. I'm a very competitive person by nature. Evan, I know you are too. We both have this. So and I think quite a few skaters are. I think as autistics, we tend to be more very competitive, but in an individual style versus a team style. So I know quite a few skaters that are going to really enjoy going to a different style of points. So.
And it will still be there. And the best part about it as well is it will still be what you're familiar with. The idea of doing hall quests and things like that is never going to change. It will just be the way in which the points are earned and the way that they are given will just be individualized. So you still get the enjoyment that you would have had from before, just with a better system that's not going to be as pressuring.
Yeah, very excited for this. Cool. All right. Well, let me just double check we're not forgetting anything. Nope. Very excited. So the warps are working, as you guys know. If you guys have feedback on that, let us know. If you're like, well, that's great, we have this, but we really could have used that kind of thing, let us know. Things like that. We're just trying to give you guys a little bit more options as far as getting around the server. We are a survival server, but we do have events. We do birthday parties. We hang out in different areas and just hang out with each other. We do. And so because we're an event server and a survival server at the exact same time, sometimes having a little bit better mode of transportation getting you places will allow you to do more of these things. So kind of gives you more options. And again, this is from your feedback. These are the things that you guys suggested. So also another thing that was suggested is having more fly days. And we are going to be letting you guys know in January how that will work. Right now, you guys have a fly day every Skater of the month. Oh, speaking of, did they get it last week, Nin, I'm assuming?
Yeah, technically, because the schedule is set up for the second weekend.
Yeah.
So we can enable it right now.
Yeah, you guys want fly till tomorrow? You guys want fly? You can have fly. Yeah, we'll give them fly. We'll give you guys fly. You'll get a bonus fly day. How's that? So we'll do that. We did listen. You guys did give us feedback. You'd like not a lot of fly days. If you have too many, I think we're going to give it to you right now, Jake. We know that if you have it too much, it becomes something not desired anymore. It's just whatever, fly. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to have too much where it kind of ruins the fun of when you do get it. Kind of like when you have a community day spawn and you get a ton of shinies. And then when you find one in the wild, you're like, oh, wow, I already have 80 of those. Yeah. That kind of thing. We don't ever want to get into that. So we do want to keep it where it's kind of fresh. And in January, we'll go over more how we can, incorporate more fly days besides just the one a month. Especially since some of you guys were used to taking advantage of Wreck-It Wednesdays, when I'd forget to turn it off, that kind of thing. So, yeah. I think it's going to be very minimal. If I remember right, it was just a little bit. So Ragnar would be like, it's Wednesday, time to fly. So aside from that, that's it, guys. We're going to transition over into our movie, which is a Netflix movie. So Dusty, if you want to do your outro, we will get moving over.
Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with the last Skater of the month, but not the last meeting at Spawn, let's just say that. And and if you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications, and peace out.
Yep.
Peace out.